Did you catch Summer Madness at all?
Yeah.
Did you catch all the battles?
I didn't catch Shine and Chess, but I caught everything else.
Everything else? How'd you feel about Ill Will and John? How you feel took that?
Ill Will 30.
30?
30. Team Hami. Team Hami intern. John's trash.
All right, we're gonna move to that next one, bro. How you feel about the Geechee and Clips? Who you feel took that one?
Ooh, I like that battle, man.
Yeah.
Clips is so... Some of his shit is so predictable and awful, but he's also such a genius, bro.
Yeah.
His charisma, like that whole freestyle section at the end, like that's like, I do that when I perform shows. Like I do a lot of shows and like festivals and stuff, and I always start it off like I get the crowd to give me object and words and I try and freestyle about it. That's real MC shit, and Clips to establish that. Geechee's like my favorite, you know, like Geechee's the fucking man. Every battle comes with it. Just his attitude towards Clips is so vet-like, you know? You would think it's a rookie vet, man, but Clips is like fake choking and Geechee's just cracking up at this fool, like making him look like he's the rookie. So I think Geechee probably got it 2-1, but I love that battle.
Oh, we're gonna address that too. So you think it was a fake choke?
No, he really choked.
Oh, okay.
But he recovered like a man, and Geechee knew he was bullshitting. He's like,
yeah. All right, what was the next matchup?
Fucking my favorite.
Rum and Reed.
Oh, Rum and Reed was tight, bro. Reed is crazy. I'm a fan of the dudes who can really rap.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't blame URL because King of the Dot had the same thing. The culture has had a ton of rappers who learned how to rap from battle rap.
Yeah.
You could tell they didn't learn to rap from music. They learned to rap from, you know, this shit. You know what I mean? Which... amazing wordplay, don't get me wrong, but my favorite rappers are the people who have rhythm, who learn to rap from musicians and apply that shit. And Reed was just in the pocket, just like, it just sounds so good, you know what I mean? That's what battle rap's really about. And then Rum is just one of the best writers in the world, so that shit was fire.
How'd you feel about what was the next one?
B-Dot versus T-Top was a classic, bro. That was my favorite battle of the night by far.
Yeah.
B-Dot worked on these cartoons with me and Ilmac in past, and I've just got to see his writing process up close on Zoom or whatever, and he's just a genius, bro. Like, the way his mind works is really in depth, and he knows how to both rap really good and angle really good, which to me are my favorite attributes. Yeah. And then T-Top he's one of my favorites in the game, period. Like, he's hilarious. He's also a tight rapper. Angles are crazy. So that was, to me, like, people say like the writers do well in small rooms, but personally I think the anglers and approach people do, and the rappers do too. Like the Reed Dollars isn't the craziest writer. He's not gonna give you a million Chilla Jones entendres, but he's definitely gonna rap his ass off. And the people who bring approaches, it's kind of like me and Diz. Like, Diz was rapping good, but like an approach, an angle, Good said this, I think, during Ultimate Madness, like, approaches win battles sometimes more than pen. Yeah.
So, all right, so how do you feel about the Grand Prix setting and, you know, rapping in that, like, kind of like environment?
It was weird, man. Like, it was dope because after I finished the battle, I knew I killed it, and I felt like I got Diz every round, but the crowd wasn't reacting to anything. So it's basically like, what is the internet gonna like, you know? And are they gonna hear the bars? And then when I saw the 77 to 23% in favor of me, and when I went on the internet and people were quoting the bars like Dizaster in a Grand Prix, like Dale Earnhardt Jr., like the crowd was silent for that. But you know, NBA boycott, the Bucks stop here. Like, people caught the shit on the internet, and that's beautiful to me, that in these small room settings, hot shit will prevail because people are really tuned in and they're not letting the crowd persuade them. You know what I mean? So in some ways, I miss the crowd to give you that energy, but I also think it gave me an advantage versus Diz, because Diz in a big room where he's like, I fucking, and the crowd's like cheering him on. I could have been way more disadvantaged.
I mean, do you think that could have had something to do with the decision too? Diz's energy in the room?
Absolutely, bro. Like, Diz live is crazy. He was in my face spitting, and I could see the judges being kind of pause beat, but seduced by his like his ability to have that stage presence and be in my face. But at the same time, I think I really stepped up my performance, and I think he thought I was gonna come in there and kind of be like Carter Deans and kind of be like only joking with him, and I decided to step up my aggression and be like, nah, this isn't what you think it's gonna be type shit.
All right, so two things. Give me your favorite that you think is gonna win the Grand Prix, and give me your sleeper in the Grand Prix.
That's a tough call, bro. I can give you my sleeper first. Okay. Eddie I. Fuck with my dude.
Hey, Eddie is fire.
Yeah, he's one of those. I think he's like a battle rapper like me, that he's a musician first, so he sees things in rhythm and music, and that's dangerous in a setting like this, because if it sounds good sonically, you know what I mean, it's gonna hit in a small room. Yeah. Bro, the winner of Thesaurus and Diz might be the favorite to me, you know what I mean? Like Thesaurus, I went toe to toe with him, man. He's good because he's a good writer and he's very direct. Like him and Madflex, crazy battle. Madflex, maybe the best writer in battle rap, but Thesaurus wrote with him and he insulted him, you know what I mean? And that works well in a small room, and Thesaurus has won 50K in tournaments before, so he'll be able to carry out that stamina and get shit done. So also Real Deal, heavy favorite. Real Deal could get out the north. Marv 1 could get out the north.
See, this is why I said name too, because I knew you was gonna do this. You was just gonna go down the
All right, I'm done.
All right, so another conversation that's being had since we just went from Summer Madness to the Grand Prix. Yeah. How do you feel about the conversation of they're saying that King of the Dot took the tournament idea, and then they're saying, okay, well, if King of the Dot took the tournament idea, URL took the pay-per-view idea, and it's like, can anybody win? Like, how do you feel about the whole situation? Like, how do you feel about that situation right now?
I think battle rap culture is best when we work together and share. And I don't think this Twitch tournament is taking anything out of URL's plate. It's free. They're both free streaming services. If anything, I got to watch 2 dope battles Saturday and Sunday. I got to stay in the crib, not get coronavirus, watch fire battles. Like, I personally think everyone can eat. That's how I feel about it. And I think, if I'm gonna be honest, I think URL getting the caffeine deal helped King of the Dot get that Twitch deal. You know what I mean? Because it was like, this shit is possible. Look at this. Let's do it on a bigger scale. Let's do it on a bigger streaming service like Twitch. Now, how did Drake get involved in battle rap? King of the Dot. What brought caffeine to Drake? URL. So they needed King of the Dot to get Drake. And who invented Grand Prix tournaments? King of the Dot. They invented that back in 08, 09 when they did after the WR season, they did the Grand Prix. Who invented battle rap in the streets? Smack, when he was filming around with the camera. You know what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Obviously it comes back to black culture, let's be honest. And it comes back to like the Bronx and the invention of hip-hop. But when it comes to tournaments and stuff like that, this culture has been worked on by a ton of people internationally, and we got to share, I feel like, right?
Yeah, get out of here. Hollow basically got the whole conversation right now of battle rappers getting their royalties and stuff like that. So what's your opinion on this situation?
That's tough. Hollow is like one of my best friends in battle rap. We have hilarious conversations. We've made skits together. We got more skits coming. I will say that the perception of caffeine's money is completely inflated. I'm from the Bay, where tech is big right now. I hate it. It's ruined the Bay Area in many ways. But because it's there, I've learned about it. And seed money is very different from operating money, right? So a $113 million deal with caffeine is not the same as $113 million. You know what I mean? It's an investment that it's complicated. I can't really even explain it, but it comes in over years, and it's a deal that includes so many other costs. That's not how much money they have to operate. So for a battle rapper to expect to get a certain amount of money out of that, I think is like wild. But I'm also the biggest believer ever in battle rappers negotiating for whatever the fuck they want, because battle rap is the hardest thing in the world. You got to spend a month thinking about another dude, looking at their other battles, going on their Facebook. Like, it's so hard. I mean, you gotta memorize it. You gotta perform it once. If you choke, your whole brand could be fucked up. It's the most risky subculture in the world. So if you can negotiate getting that money and that money's out there, get your fucking money. That's how I feel about it.
I don't necessarily think the whole conversation is even, you know, around money either. It's like some battle rappers, a lot of battle rappers can't even post their content. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like, that's bad. Yeah. Because that goes back to what we were talking about a second ago. Is battle rap supposed to make stars, right? Yeah. You want to make a star. The Saga wants to be able to promote his music, right? Yeah. So if the Saga can't post his clip and grow his Twitter, his Instagram, it's only feeding into this URL app. That's a problem. Yeah. Because you're now making you're putting battle rappers in a glass bowl. You know what I mean? So you can be a big fish in this glass bowl, but you can't get out of it because you can't promote yourself and build your brand outside. Like, luckily Twitch isn't doing that. So I was able to post that clip of me with the graph, and that graph clip has got me, that's a perfect example, right? That's got me like 5,000 new Twitter followers in a day. Imagine if the Saga had a moment like that. I don't know why I'm using him. I think I saw him complaining about this. But that's fucked up, right? Like, he should be able to take his viral moment and make it a thing. So I think the URL app, they should change that. Yeah. And do you feel like you should get certain percentages like off battles, or do you feel like that's within your conscience? You negotiate that? Battle rappers are going to negotiate that and make way less money. That's what I'll tell you, because YouTube royalties suck. You know what I mean? Someone like Hollow has the right to say that, because if Hollow's people have made a bunch of money off his millions of views. So for sure. But if like Holmesy to God and you know, and me try and negotiate for royalties on YouTube, we're gonna be making pennies, you know. But who knows? Maybe we die, the videos keep building, so our kids get our money. You're building generational wealth. You just got to take that risk. Depends when you want your bread, I guess. Yeah. All right, Frak, man, I appreciate your time. I know you done talked about this 100 times already. Nah, hip hop is real. We have to talk to you already know, man. I appreciate you coming through and talking to the camera. I know. I heard you say you dropping an album. Next month. You said? Yeah, they said this is the craziest album rollout ever. The graph, everything was planted to be part of this album rollout. But we got an album, B-list celebrities. Each song is a 7-track EP. Each song is named after a different B-list celebrity. We got Macaulay Culkin, Aubrey Plaza, Chameleonaire with my boy Pass on there. It's gonna be like a bunch of Chameleonaire is fire, by the way. We was just bumping that. Salute, thank y'all. Yeah, we got a video coming out for that next month, and then the album's gonna roll out. With Empire and Zionai, who's a really dope Bay Area artist. They started their own label, so we're gonna announce that partnership next month, and then we're gonna roll out the album, and then hopefully we can do some type of partnership with King of the Dot to get it out there too. But yeah, keep your eyes out for that, and appreciate all the support off top on my music already. Alright, man. I'll send you a clip to put before these interviews, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. You already know. Cool. Frak, appreciate your time, bro. Much love. At Frak the person, tap in with me. Feeling like R&B Neo, I've been so sick of love songs. Got me thinking like, what's wrong with me? I wanna take a bus off, like fuck off and cut off the people who won't trust fall for me. Yeah. Why you gotta ghost on them? Up and rise, tuck my pride, had to go for it. Woke up on a slab with some cold.